Number 6 is one of the most terrifying villains in My Hero Academia Vigilantes, but he wasn't always this horrifying villain. So how did number 6 evolve all the way from an innocent experiment who idolized heroes to a destructive killing beast? To fully understand this transformation, we need to start from the beginning of his story. His first and original form was a blob-like appearance. This is because number 6 was a failed experiment created by Dr. Garaki to cause destruction and distrust in heroes on behalf of All For One's orders. Now he may not look like it, but number 6 is part human who was given multiple quirks and other modifications. He was born in the Villain Factory, which is a criminal organization who creates and traffics the quirk-enhancing drug Trigger. Number 6 suffered from agnosia and lacked self-awareness caused by a brain defect when he was born from all the experimentation. Because of this, it led Dr. Garaki to believe he was a failed experiment. However, All For One saw this as an opportunity to groom and mold number 6 into whatever he wanted. They allowed him access to watch and choose a hero he wanted to become like. Here he would spend his days idolizing the former hero known as O'Clock, which is actually the vigilante known as Knuckleduster before he got his quirk stolen from All For One. And to give an idea on how obsessed number 6 was with O'Clock, he gave himself a scar across his face to match the one O'Clock had obtained. He really didn't know who he was and saw meaning and purpose through O'Clock. Further in this feeling of unbelonging, number 6 would often try to play with kids around him on the playground, but no one would play with him because of his unique appearance. After he left the Villain Factory, he was tasked with being the main trafficker of the drug Trigger. But this type of trigger was on a different level, creating more violent reactions to the users that consumed it. Funny enough, the main channel of import of the trigger was through a local mall. Investigators caught onto this and eventually initiated a takedown on the whole operation. An investigator by the name of Kaneko confronted number 6. This is where we get to see number 6's use of the stolen quirk from Knuckleduster called Overclock. We also learned that number 6 can transform his face, making him extremely sneaky. This ability to change his identity leads us to his second form, which is when he plays the character he created named Rokuro Nomuro. This character he portrays is an innocent band manager who is extremely passionate about music. But let me give context as to why he created this character in the first place. So as we know, number 6's purpose is to carry out the plans of All For One, which is to destroy the heroes by any means necessary. After his close encounter with the investigators and heroes after they cracked down on his trigger operation, he had another plan to cause public distrust in the heroes. He planned to bomb the Tokyo Sky Egg with the help of his trigger-filled suicide bombers, who he manufactured in the Villain Factory. Now his terroristic plan failed thanks to Captain Celebrity, Koichi, and of course All Might. Directly after his huge plan was ruined, he met his idol, the former hero known as O'Clock, when O'Clock was trying to snipe him. He was very disappointed to find out that O'Clock, also known as Knuckleduster, would not acknowledge him as his successor, but rather approved of Koichi. Knuckleduster had number 6 in compromising situations and had opportunities to finish him off during their fight. However, he wanted to capture him alive to question him about his leader. This was a big mistake, as Knuckleduster was unaware of number 6's multiple quirks and ability to regenerate. Number 6 escaped the grips of his idol by blowing himself up. After this, the two continue fighting while number 6 admits that O'Clock is the coolest hero ever. It's unclear who wins this encounter. After this, he stepped away from everything for 3 years to craft an even better, more evil plan that required the perfect timing. It's important to note, within this 3-year time frame, Popstep and her band had lost majority of their fans because of the lack of marketing after the clever and intelligent Makoto left the promotion team to study abroad in America. Number 6, knowing these details, became their band manager to become closer to Popstep. Their relationship together develops after number 6 suggests Popstep to sing a song he created. The two were closely together outside of their band practices, allowing number 6 to become trusted. They even get drinks together after their performance. This whole time, number 6 portrays himself as a goofy, passionate music nerd who begins to catch feelings for Popstep, but the feeling isn't mutual, and Popstep doesn't even acknowledge his feelings and friend zones him. These feelings, however, were obviously false and were meant to give him an opportunity to use her as a weapon. In their next interaction, number 6, with manipulation, casually brings up that they should go back to his lair, which is a sketchy abandoned building. Here he would inject one of Quinn Hachisuka's trigger-filled bees to turn her into a controllable weapon, fulfilling his plan in his second form's purpose. Number 6's third form is similar to his last, where he plays a different character named Rock, who is supposed to be a hero investigator. Rock tags along with the washed hero named Pointer Kid. This is because of Pointer Kid's ability, which allows him to locate anyone through simply pointing, this being extremely valuable to number 6. When Bebop is wreaking havoc on the city, number 6 is working internally with the superheroes in Pointer Kid to ruin their plans of stopping Bebop. Pointer Kid eventually finds out that Rock is not who he says he is, and he meets a swift defeat. Now number 6's focus turns to Bebop. Bebop has a quick change of heart after seeing Koichi's relentlessness to save her. However, number 6, seeing this, shoots her with a drug that essentially self-destructs the Queen Bee quirk and kills the host. This is where number 6 fulfills his third form and third identity. Koichi takes off with Bebop to save her, and number 6 trails after them with his overclock quirk. However, he gets caught in some crossfire from Endeavor, which burns him to a crisp, giving him an appearance inspired by the villain Two-Face in Batman. He quickly scurries off the scene, but not before giving Koichi a speech on how his goal is to kill him and Popstep and replace him out of jealousy, and wanting to be a respected hero himself. His fourth form is not like the others previously mentioned. You see, after number 6 failed once again to eliminate the heroes, it was shown briefly in the Underground Masquerade arc, the punishment for his continued failure, inflicted by none other than All For One. Here, All For One, with the help of Dr. Garaki, performed more modifications on him, making him essentially a walk-in time bomb waiting to explode. Number 6 went out to the city, Naruhata, to test his new abilities while performing his new plan. An important factor to his plan in his future forms is his anonymous villains he created in the Villain Factory. These soldiers are all biolinked and under the control of number 6, and they are equipped with EMP organs, effectively cutting off all electronics and isolating the city. They can also detonate at number 6's command. Now getting back on track, while chasing Koichi through the city, despite having overclock, number 6 still couldn't catch him. Because of this, number 6 created a new form called Crawler Style. His logic was that at a certain speed, wind resistance negatively affects his top speed, so to eliminate that factor, he went on all fours and gripped the ground with his claws. Number 6 was able to catch up to Koichi thanks to his new form, but he faced new obstacles with Koichi's Gojo Limitless quirk, aka Sliding Glide. Koichi was essentially blocking all of number 6's attacks due to him having the ability to create force fields anywhere on his body at any time. Out of desperation, number 6 used his fifth form, which is a buffed version of his last form. This form is called High Crawler. It transforms him into a literal beast that can withstand the negative side effects of overclock permanently, giving him unstoppable speed with unlimited stamina. It's also important to note that the author got his inspiration from the xenomorphs in the movie Alien Resurrection. But if you thought that was a crazy transformation, the next one is even more wild. This man sends his full arsenal at Koichi and decides to reveal his sixth form, which is a literal sniper rifle. This form's official name is called Sniper Style. By hiding a barrel and sniper rifle bullets in his body, number 6 was able to transform into a huge sniper rifle with one eye. Literally setting his sights on Koichi, he was so distracted that it allowed Knuckleduster to pull up on him and smack the shit out of him with his fists. However, number 6 was able to shoot a bullet out of his hand, putting Knuckleduster in critical danger. Then, pesky Koichi comes out of nowhere to grab number 6 and take him far away from the city. At this point, number 6 had the most defiant crash out over his worst enemy, and here he transforms into his seventh form called Lightning Style, giving him a skeleton-like appearance resembling death. This form is made from rage and bomber cells that are superheated, which basically is a man-made plasma. The author drew inspiration for this form from Pyron, Naruto's Tailed Beast form, and Crystal Bowie. As Koichi holds out against number 6 in this unreal state, All For One calls out to number 6 to retreat if he likes, because a news broadcaster from a helicopter has been recording the whole fight, meaning All Might will likely see the chaos in Naruhata and will come to the rescue. Number 6 pushes the retreat off and explains that this is his whole purpose, and it's now or never. It's his last chance to be someone, even if it means to be a monster. Number 6's eighth and final form is Destruction Style. To get all of the power and energy in one place, number 6 decides to command all of his anonymous soldiers to combine and merge with him. He's able to do this because the soldiers are all bomber cells, which number 6 can merge with at any moment by simply detonating the soldiers. This character number 6 creates is a resemblance of hell. His final form also takes a huge toll on his brain, melting it every second he remains in it.